It's really beautiful to be in the cemetery and to walk around peacefully, to take in the sights, to meditate, to pray, to look at life and wonder, what have I done with my life? Have I examined it carefully? Have I sought the Lord with all my heart, mind, soul, and strength to renew myself, to be reborn, to be reshaped into a new entity, a new being that is not easily manipulated by Satan, easily manipulated by demons, by the evil that's in the world, that pulls at us constantly, at our greed, at our lusts, at our envy, at our hatred, because we need to survive, constantly need to survive and get ahead of each other. You always need to get ahead. Have I constantly tried to reshape my life in my 70 years? No, I haven't. But lately, in the last 4 or 5 years, yes, I've been trying very hard to be reborn, and I pray constantly that the Lord give me a new heart. I don't want my old heart. I don't want it. I want a new heart that is like the Lord's heart, that is just simple, humble, not easily provoked, that is just, that is loving, compassionate, that has feelings for others. That's the kind of heart I would like to have. Now, others, you have a choice. You have your free will. That's what it's all about. Free will. We're down here to exercise our free will. And there are many people that have had horrendous childhoods, absolutely devastating childhoods that would mentally cripple anybody, and yet they've been able to overcome all that trauma, overcome all the, the abuse, and lead a happy, content, useful life. It's a bit like a transformation. It's a bit like a metamorphosis, a caterpillar becoming a butterfly. I don't know how it all happens, but I think the Lord has made caterpillars to let us know that spiritually we can become butterflies, okay? I love the Lord very much. I think He has a sense of humor. There's just not enough said about Him, At the end of, I'm not sure if it's Matthew, Mark, John, or Luke, but it says, if everything that could be written about Jesus Christ could be written in books, the whole world could not contain all the books that would be written about Him, because he did so much in His lifetime. And so here we are in the cemetery, contemplating our life. This is what this is all about. Contemplating where we're going next with our heart. What is it that really matters to us? What is it that we really value in life? What is it? Is it being, top of the food chain? Is it being the tough guy? Is it being the, the dame of the neighborhood, being all dressed up and made up with makeup and false eyelashes and, trimmed eyebrows, painted eyebrows, fake nails, The whole 9 yards. You get the idea, right? I mean, at my age, I'm 70 years old. At my age, I have a different perspective on things, and I look around, and what I see is like a movie set. People dress themselves up to create an impression, you know, to project an image and to kind of like, you know, get a reaction out of somebody, you know. They want to, they, I think we all do it. I mean, I even do it. I even do it, I have to admit. You know, the way sometimes I dress, the way I work out. I mean, why do I shave? Why do I clip my nails? To make an impression, to create a reaction, an emotional reaction. Speaking of emotions, it seems like every day we have like a package of emotions we're going to go through. Okay? Happiness, elation, anger, maybe some sadness. If we watch the right TV show, we'll feel just the right kind of emotion. And we tend to pick the shows and the movies that we want to watch so that they can create that emotion in us, right? So we're actually looking always to be distracted, to be entertained. We just can't sit still. Can't sit still. It seems like I can sit still, and after this video is done, I can sit here and just contemplate the Lord, contemplate life. Yeah. Contemplate the rapture. And just as I said the word rapture, now there's a breeze coming. Ah, Lord. You know, I think the angels are smirking and laughing up there at us as we try to make sense of the rapture. Nobody knows the hour of the day, the Lord said. Not even the Son of God, not even the angels, just my Father. Fine. But a lot of people in different camps, they have this theory about the rapture and that theory about the rapture. They say that it was only in the last 400 years that we found out about the rapture. It's only Paul that started talking about the rapture. Nobody knew about the rapture before then. It's not going to happen until after the tribulation, until the end of times, you know, when Jesus comes back and picks us off the air. Well, there may be a rapture there too. Yeah, I can see it. I can see people being taken out of this world when the Lord comes back with his armies. But there's also the pre-tribulation rapture that the Lord talks about when he talks about Noah and Lot, and how in those days of total depravity and evil, they were drinking and marrying and given in marriage, and they're eating and binging, and they were just wasting their days, you know, planting and building. And one of the things I found out is they didn't take care of the poor, and that was one of the things that the Lord had against Sodom and Gomorrah, if you read the scripture here. So basically they were overfed, over-entertained, depraved sinners that wanted nothing to do with righteousness. They had absolutely no room for truth, for fairness, for compassion, for love, sincere love, not selfish love, but selfless love, they had no room for any of that. He talks about that. He talks about that. And then right before the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah, right before the flood, the Lord saves Noah and his family, Lot and his wife and daughters. He saves them in the nick of time. He saves them. And he says it'll be the same thing with the rapture in the latter days. There will be two in the field, one will be taken, the other one will be left. There will be two sleeping in a bed, the one will be taken, the other one left. Okay? It doesn't get any clearer than that. Okay? When they say peace, peace, then sudden destruction comes. When you see all these things happening, he says, look up, for your redemption draws nigh. Okay? And he had a few words for some of these churches. You know, he says, I know your deeds. And read Revelation. I know your deeds. You're neither hot nor cold. You're lukewarm, and I'm going to vomit you out of my mouth. Are you lukewarm? I'm not here to judge anybody. But you just try and picture what the Lord was talking about when he talks about the deeds of the churches. What could he be referring to? He wasn't just saying, hey, you know what, folks? All this thing about faith without works is dead. All this about, you know, you have to do something to gain your crown, and you have to be doing good works, and you have to be a soldier for Christ, and you have to, you know, just put on the armor of God. You've got to do your reading, you've got to do your praying, you've got to do this and that to survive spiritually. Forget about it. He didn't say that. He didn't say forget about it, because once you're saved and you believe in me, then you're always saved. I'm going to pick you up at the last day. I'm not going to leave you down here. He didn't say that. He didn't say that at all. And some people have this notion that once you're saved, man, you can't do no wrong. Because at the end, God has got you. He sealed you his. Well, you take it up with the Lord and talk to him about it, okay? Don't put comments here in my channel. You're walking into my temple when you're in my channel, okay? If I don't like your comments, two things. I block you, and I delete your comment. End of story. So take it up with the Lord. If you have an argument, if you have a rebuttal, go to the Lord and say, Lord, you know, I don't feel this way about this video. I don't like this guy on this video, or that guy, or whoever. Just take it up with the Lord. It'll be the best thing you've ever done. Because you put a comment on my channel, in my temple, you get blocked, and your comment is deleted. I have no time to waste. I'm like the wise virgins who did not share their precious oil with the foolish virgins. I'm not sharing my oil. You want to buy some oil? Go to the Bible. Go to the Lord and start praying. I don't care where you find your oil. Just don't ask any oil from me. And too late, because the groom is about to come, and we got to be ready. And I'm not going to lose my crown over some argument, and I don't want to lose my temper over some, you know, debate that's neither here nor there, because if the rapture is going to happen, it's going to happen anyway. All right? So you can argue about it all you want. The second coming is going to happen. No matter what you say or no matter what you predict, it's going to happen. We don't know exactly when, but it's going to happen. So take your arguments somewhere else. In the meantime, brothers and sisters, I have deep love for all those who are looking for the Lord's second coming and the rapture. I have great love for you, really, I do. I love your hearts. They're almost like children's hearts. They're innocent. And I love children. Love them very, very much. And God sees us as children. We are His children. On a scale of love that we can't even comprehend. He loves us eternally, enormously, forever. And He has given us a free will so that we will make our choices, because without choices there is no reward and there is no punishment. You might as well not have a reward and not have a punishment if there is no free will. And I'll leave you with that. God bless you.